Nonsense, Carl. Of course this is the way to New York.
Jack, we're sick and tired of eating bananas. Talk to the gorilla right now.
I talked to the cook. Naturally, he'll continue to serve bananas.
Jack, could you come here for a moment? We have company.
What the devil?
Mr. Keane, you can probably guess who I am.
And the large logo on your Zeppelin is impossible to overlook, Mr. Umbati.
Professor Umbati, if you please. I was given an honorary degree from the University of Calcutta.
Which you founded.
Because I am a man who treasures knowledge. And titles. Let's get down to business. You have an amulet. I would pay you an adequate price for it. I abhor armed violence and only use it as a last resort to achieve my objectives. I am a man who loves to negotiate.
Do you know the difference between a sailing ship and your mother?
If you don't behave, I'll cut out your tongue.
Terry, no reason to get angry. Mr. Keane is currently under a lot of stress. Isn't that right? Perhaps we can take the load off his shoulders and replace it with this.
Wow, that's at least 3... no, 4.
This will buy you the biggest ship you can imagine, Mr. Keane, and allow you to get rid of this miserable heap of junk, including the rats and lice.
Jack!
What do you say, Mr. Keane?
Why are you so eager to get the amulet?
Let me put it like this. In your hands, the treasure that it leads to would be completely useless. Dangerous, even. But in my hands, it would enable me to ring in the next phase of evolution. That should be reason enough for you to accept the money and leave the amulet to me.
That's all you have to offer?
Apparently you're not easily convinced. I like that. So, what do you say to this?
This must be at least... Wait, let me see.
This would be enough to buy you the entire Royal Navy, and every single ship would be better than this worm-riddled hulk. And they'd smell better too. But this is my last offer. My time is precious, and this is the maximum I will invest. So what do you say? Death? Or this?
None of the above, you arrogant snob. The amulet is mine, and you'll never get your paws on it.
I had been warned that you were a fool, but you're even worse than your reputation. If that's your answer, then I'll just take the amulet, and you get nothing. Let's go. I've wasted enough time here. The deal is off, and your ship is sinking.
Great. We travel all the way to Africa, and now we've lost the amulet to Mbati.
Don't worry, Amanda. We still have the map from my dream. We can get back into the race with that.
Terrific prospects.
Just trust me.
Okay, Amanda, it seems to fit.
Jack, what are you doing? Where are you going?
What do you think? The next part of the amulet's waiting, and we must find an octopus.
You must be joking. Mbati has our amulet. Why would we look any further?
We cannot allow Umbati to get the other parts as well. Everything we did so far would have been for nothing.
Jack is right. We shouldn't give up now.
But we haven't the slightest idea where we should look. An octopus is a lousy clue. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but this really isn't octopus habitat.
Well, perhaps I'm imagining things, but I feel this funny tingle in the spot where I used to wear the amulet. So either we're bound to find something here, or you need to take me to the nearest hospital.
A funny tingle?
I never doubted your abilities.
Right! We must find the octopus from my dream before Umbati does.
Very well.
But now we may be close to the right place. All we're missing is the octopus.
That's all? We'll never find an octopus in the Nile?
Perhaps your dream wasn't about a real live octopus. Jack, did you see other things in your dream too?
Yes, there were some stone tablets with simple drawings. One of them was this Egyptian beetle, I believe.
A scarab. Those beetles were depicted everywhere in ancient Egypt, in temples, on obelisks, all over the place.
Impossible! Jack, take a closer look at the obelisk.
An obelisk? Where?
You're standing on it. It may be a bit hard to recognize with all these roots wrapped around it, like tentacles.
Eve, Amanda, you're both geniuses. And I knew we'd find it.
That must be a huge coincidence.
From a zoological point of view, this looks more like a squid, not an octopus.
I think it comes close enough. So, shall we?
Well, that should be pretty obvious.
I'm still not convinced that this thing is an octopus.
A long and sturdy branch. This pineapple's really hard. I can't remember if that means it's ripe or not. I can see some sort of bird, but I can't imagine what it means. An eye and other small symbols. Maybe they mean we're watching you, or something like that. Plants cover most of the symbols, but I wouldn't understand them. The entrance to the cave is closed. This plate can't be moved with muscle power alone. That could be important later. Oh, even more bananas. I'm really starting to get sick of them. A regular cannonball. Nothing unusual. Having a torch ready is important on any ship. Hey, why the long face? Oh, you want more bananas so you can continue to cook a variety of dishes for us. I'll see what I can do. Is there anything more functional than a bucket? Pattigate, Pattigate, baker's man. There's plenty of it. He doesn't really approve of me wanting the banana oil. Anyway, I think he's grumpy because we're out of bananas. The oil is the only banana-based item we have on board now. Perhaps he'll give it to me if I give him some more bananas. Now the torch is lit and can be used. I just have to be careful not to set fire to the ship. We seem to have a problem.
Oh, I'm totally surprised. What is it?
The entrance to the cave's blocked. There's no way to get past, unless we use the ship's cannon. The one remaining cannon, Amanda.
You know, I had to sacrifice one in Shanghai. Otherwise, you'd still be wasting away in prison.
Whatever, but how do I get the cannon to work?
How am I supposed to know? Since when am I an expert on naval artillery? You definitely need gunpowder, ammunition, and of course, a burning fuse. And I guess you'll need some sort of tool for packing down the powder, but I'm not too sure. I'm not an expert on old technology.
The destination of this crate is New York. I wonder what's in there.
Hey, I bought those in Shanghai for New Year's Eve.
Before this adventure, I didn't have much time for carving. Now there are lots of opportunities. I'll open the fireworks carefully to get at the gunpowder. I hope I don't strike any sparks. Why spend money on an expensive ramrod when you're a genius? Ha! The perfect improvised ramrod. I only need a little piece of the fuse. The cannon is empty now. The fuse burnt out, but nothing happened. Did I forget the gunpowder? there's still a cannonball on deck. I should use that one first, or the whole deck will be covered with them. It's been a while since I last prepared a cannon to be fired. I only need a little piece of the fuse. I've got a good feeling that everything's ready now. Let's choose a target to shoot at. Oops, that wasn't my intention.
I don't know, Jack, but somehow you seem to attract this kind of mishap.
Well, problems are there to be solved. I'm sure we can reach the cave some other way, which is now open. Just thought I'd mention it. All right, I know how to ready the cannon. I'll put the powder in the fuse here if I need to fire it again. There should be enough cannonballs for a few shots. Incredible! I hit the banana tree without reducing it to firewood.
Great shot, Jack.
Shooting at a banana tree. That has a familiar ring to it, but why?
What do you think? I can't imagine anyone doing anything this crazy before. Oh, I thought a column that's thousands of years old would be a little more resilient.
Perhaps no one will notice.
If you cannot even show respect for the monuments of ancient cultures, I now have an explanation for the state of your ship.
I'd say sorry if it weren't for... Now we have access to the cave again. Sometimes you just have to make sacrifices. Oh, even more bananas. I'm really starting to get sick of them. Ah, you can smell the bananas in my pockets, right? Fine. Take them and prepare one of your incomparable lunches. What is it? Your hat's too tight. 3 injured hikers by the old oak tree? Oh, is that it? You fixed me something to eat. What? You're talking about bananas? Oh, you really mean bananas. Thanks. Maybe later. Oil made from bananas. Look out, Greece. How much longer will you corner the market with your olives? Here we go, no matter what awaits us inside. Hey, come on! Let's take a closer look at the cave.
Next time, would you please refrain from destroying the only path?
I'll try to do better next time I fire an ancient cannon.
Ugh, this is exhausting.
Probably your shoes.
Well, I'm not surprised that you feel right at home here.
I should have brought the gorilla instead.
Replacing Amanda with a gorilla would certainly improve the overall manners of our group.
I just remembered why bringing women on board is bad luck. Carl, what's taking you so long? We'd better be done here before our only torch burns out.
I'm sorry, I just had something to take care of. Here I am now!
All right then, follow me.
It's so dark here.
Are you scared?
Just a little bit.
Not you, Carl. Jack, could you walk a little more slowly with that torch?
Be quiet a moment. What an impressive cave. So large and beautiful. Look, there's a bridge over there. Watch out, everyone. There's a chasm right in front of us.
Obviously, humans have been here before, ages ago.
Wow, you figured that out all by yourself. You must have had some scouts among your ancestors.
My ancestors tamed the western frontier. What did you tame? Your fingernails?
Amanda is right. These hieroglyphs were written in a very ancient dialect. They're not easy to decipher.
Carl, you can read Egyptian hieroglyphs?
Sure. I broke a leg when I was 12 and had to stay at home for a few weeks. My father had this book about hieroglyphs. I also learned some Greek and Sumerian.
A man who uses his free time to broaden his horizon? Now that is rather impressive.
Weird.
Interesting. I haven't seen hieroglyphs like these in quite a while.
So,
You know, Jack, I sometimes ask myself, why do we spend our entire lives crawling through musty caves?
Why not? Can you think of something better?
Sometimes I dream about our future. A real future, you know?
Me too. Our future as rich and powerful adventurers.
Yeah. That is exactly what I meant, Jack.
Yes, and I experimented on dolls. Just for scientific purposes, of course.
shh! Did you hear that funny noise too?
Hey, take it easy. They're only bats. No reason to panic so far. But where's Carl?
Over here.
Have you lost something, Master of Hieroglyphs?
I hate bats. Once, when I was little, I got stuck in an old well. It was full of them.
It's all right, Carl. Back home at the ranch, we were wary of them too.
How odd. I would have sworn that back at the ranch, you'd have shot at anything that moves.
We barely ever shoot anything for no good reason, Eve. Unless we're severely provoked.
Wait a minute. Was that a threat?
Make of it what you will.
Jack, I will not march through a cloud of bats, and I'm not gonna have Amanda threaten me.
Bats are small and completely harmless. No one's ever been hurt by a bat. Why'd you look so nervous?
And you, great scientist, you're afraid of bats?
Ah, those creatures are driving me nuts!
Maybe you can chase them off.
I could use the gun, but I prefer not to shoot living things. But Eve could become the first exception.
Maybe the loud bang would be enough to scare them off.
Great idea. I'll give it a try.
Wait a second, Jack. I believe the flash from my camera will work better. Who knows what might happen if the cowhand fires a bullet in here?
Come on, what do you think the flash would achieve? We should rely on my rifle.
A loud noise could do the trick.
That's what I think. Out of the way, photographer.
Wow. Great shot, Amanda.
Whew. I'm really happy I didn't hit any of them.
Well, I'm sure the bat was already old and died of shock. Don't worry.
Seems to be a gigantic cave.
The bat crashed when Amanda fired into the cave.
Tell, it was once
Probably died of
filled
shock.
with water up to the ceiling.
Whoa. This bridge has seen better days.
That's true, Jack. The planks of this bridge have been influenced by atmospheric intrusion.
And what does that mean for us?
I would have to make precise calculations in order to be sure. At any rate, we shouldn't risk crossing it with more than 2 people at a time.
So we just walk across one after the other.
Great idea, honey, but unfortunately we've only got the one torch and the bridge has no railing. You're welcome to cross it in complete darkness. That'll be fun.
Eve's right. Walking across is too dangerous without light. I think it's best if I cross the bridge with a torch and take one of you along every time.
Wait a minute!
What is it?
You're gonna leave me alone in the dark with a woman who wants me dead?
But I was only kidding. Just take Eve across first. Carl and I will stay here and wait.
Somehow I knew this wouldn't be easy.
Now, Amanda, you're welcome to try and cross the bridge by yourself.
Oh, it's really very dark here.
So you're saying I'm right?
Even a blind chicken sometimes finds a grain of corn. Actually, we're all pretty blind in here.
Oh my. Looks like a human skeleton. Maybe he went crazy and starved because he was stuck between 2 arguing women. A wooden leg from a man who no longer needs it. It's made from strong wood. Come along, Carl.
I really hope we're not going to encounter any bats on the bridge.
So quiet. Wait a moment. Here are Amanda and Eve. Wait here, Carl. I want to find out where Amanda and Eve disappeared to. What are you doing? Why did you leave the cave?
You need to ask me that? I'm not staying behind in the dark with a killer.
If you carry on like that, I will actually give it some serious thought.
Charming. I don't think I need to explain why I retreated.
You are so... And you, Amanda. Why did you come back?
I think someone should keep an eye on her before she meets with a horrible accident.
See? She carries on and on and on.
Please, ladies, can we just cross the blasted bridge now?
Fine. Just so long as I won't be left alone with the woman who wishes me dead.
One more word and I'm going to... Oops.
Wait a minute, why are you over here again?
I started to worry about the ladies when I could no longer see the light of your torch.
But how could you see that from the other side of the bridge?
Oh, the light from the entrance was bright enough. But I barely thought about it when I crossed the bridge.
With a crew like this, who needs enemies? Right, I see. We're going to start over. This time, please stay focused.
Now, Amanda, you're welcome to try and cross the bridge by yourself.
Right, let's go, Amanda.
Fine. After you.
Come along, Eve.
I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Why are you looking at me like that, Eve?
I think you should go back with me.
Ugh. All this to and froing? I think I need a new pair of boots. Or feet.
All right, I'll wait here.
You must be very deft with your hands.
Sure, my fingers must go
Come along, Carl.
I really hope we're not going to encounter any bats on the bridge.
So, you're an engineer.
Yes, that's right.
Right, let's go, Amanda.
Fine. After you.
The door seems locked. Any ideas?
There's this gigantic stone thing here.
It'd be really weird if this thing weren't somehow connected to the path.
That's what I think. But it's massive.
We should give it a try. 3 people can turn it, then we'll see if anything can happen.
Carl, could you just leave these things to the professionals?
Really, Jack. Stop putting Carl down.
So now he needs someone to speak for him?
Be quiet! Everybody, you are driving me crazy! Can we continue now?
All right. Grab the bars then. Here we go. Let's move this ancient rock together.
Oh, I don't know. I bet the thing is covered in cobwebs.
That's what I expected you to say. Let's tackle it, Jack.
All right. Everybody ready? Then all together. Stop. All right. That won't work. Oh, it's too heavy. We need to repair the pyramid. The door won't open if there's only 3 of us pushing.
This turny thing is just too heavy. I'm totally exhausted already.
Got blisters on your hands, Princess?
Eve, perhaps all you need is a massage.
Hello? I think I've got...
What? Me? A princess? So far I haven't seen you break into a sweat.
Well, if one of us really deserves to be called princess, then it's...
You know, girls, we're actually trying to...
I know the solution!
What?
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 You're finally listening to me. That's great. This tablet should give us a crucial clue. I'm already translating it, but it will take me a while. Take a closer look at the little pyramid. One bar is missing. Jack, you know what to do.
Of course I do. There's a hole for a fourth handle. But where can I find one? I'm done. How's the translation coming?
It wasn't easy, but I think I've got it. The whole thing is something like an ancient safe. We must align the pyramid in 3 directions in a specific order.
And then the door will open?
Maybe. I'm not quite sure about the last part. Either the door will open, or the cave will collapse in order to punish us for the sacrilege we committed by touching the pyramid.
I would definitely prefer option 1. So what do we do?
First, the king's feather must caress the plumed guardian of the bridge. Next, the king's falcon must meet the eye that looks down into the abyss. And finally, the entrance to the tomb must point at the secret chamber.
Cracking this code should be a piece of cake. So, Carl, what's the first clue?
First, the king's feather must caress the plumed guardian of the bridge.
Oh, great. The door moved a bit. What's the next clue?
Next, the king's falcon must meet the eye that looks down into the abyss.
Looking good. Now for the last step.
And finally, the entrance to the tomb must point at the secret chamber.
The door's open. We did it. Good job. Time to go and face whatever awaits us.
Jack, don't you think you forgot something?
Like what?
What about thanking the one who cracked the code and got us through this door?
Oh, you're probably right. Great work, Carl.
Hey, we're crew, aren't we?
Sure. Whatever.
Right. I understand. Thanks.
Are you ready now? Can we go?
Watch out, Jack!
Holy... What is that?
What on earth have we found here?
It looks fat. Totally obese. unhealthily stuffed. But quite obviously, it's still very hungry.
Don't tell me you're afraid of vegetables.
I wouldn't say I'm afraid.
The hearth doesn't look as old as the rest of the junk, and the firewood is astonishingly dry.
Carl, don't you have any idea how to get rid of this mutant monster?
Look at me! I am the Lord of Fire.
It's definitely hungry. That much we know.
Well, that makes two of us. I'm feeling pretty pecked myself. I'd like to go back to the ship and ask the gorilla whether he can conjure up a feast for breakfast.
It's nothing but bananas for breakfast on this continent. But bananas make an efficient diet, Eve.
Are you trying to tell me something?
It fits.
Hey, why don't you both calm down? Jack is working on a solution.
One more.
Wait a bit, it shouldn't take long to roast this little bat. We'll see.
Don't tell me you're afraid of vegetables.
I didn't say I'm afraid. I just prefer vegetables, croutons, and a bit of salad dressing. Carl, don't you have any idea how to get rid of this mutant
Well,
monster?
the bat looks tasty. Shall I try it? No. The others would think I was crazy. Let's see how you deal with that. Greed can be fatal.
Oh, yuck. How disgusting. That's really not a pretty sight.
It's just gulping it down.
Do you think it'll explode if it keeps eating like that?
The skin is so taut it might just burst.
Wait, what? What is that?
It slimed me!
Jack, as you can see, it would have been smarter to cooperate. Professor White, I see you found the evidence. I am sorry for the trouble.
Never. The treasure is ours.
Jack, you diminish my cost-to-benefit ratio. Terry, block the exit.
With pleasure, boss.
I'm the one who's calling the shots. And now, the amulet.
It's useless without me. I'm the only one who knows how to find the missing parts.
You have a point.
So, get us out of here, and we can negotiate again.
All right. Terry, a rope.
If I must.
Bind me.
And now the others.
The others? What for? We only need you to get the treasure.
You're a monster!
Adieu.
That wasn't the deal!
You have that in mind.
The exit is blocked! How are they ever
Never.
going to get out of there?
Terry,
There, that's it for you.
No!
I extinguished the fuse, but we're trapped, and the cave is filling with water.
Tell me it's not true. We're not all gonna die here.
Eve, stay calm. No one's gonna die here.
I will saw through the mast with my nail file.
No, don't. I've got an idea. I just need to think for a moment. If I use a belt, and if I had a crank, then it might just work. Listen, we need to focus, Amanda. I need the following things.
Things? We're in a cave, full of sand, in the desert. Where am I supposed to get any kind of things?
No idea, but I need them, or this idea will never work. I need something like a saw blade, round with a sharp edge, a wooden board with 2 holes, one at each end, a rope that I could use as a belt, and finally a crank handle, or something like that. Now, this might work. At least there's some useful stuff here.
A length of rope from Embodi's airship. Carl will need that.
What's this? Useless junk.
Damaged by Embodi's dynamite and the water that's flowing in.
This looks interesting. Perhaps I could... No, forget it.
A simple shovel. Very useful if you want to dig something up, or some such.
What are you doing, Carl? Do something help.
The leaves of the giant plant are amazingly sharp and solid. An old sundial. There's a hole where the gnommon's missing.
Right, let's recalculate this.
Ooh,
I trust with my
creepy.
estimate about the ship's
I've
weight.
never understood the pirate skull fetish.
I hope this won't end like my last experiment.
This could be the right size for Carl's thing, but it needs holes. It's attached to the ship. I can't get it loose with just my hands.
Now, is this...
Yep, I got the shield. Ugh, the shovel's broken. The ship moved a little. If the last one breaks, it would probably free.
What's this?
Combine this
useless
with
junk.
that. Yes, looks good.
This looks interesting. Perhaps I could...
Combine
No,
this
forget it.
with that. Yes, looks good.
What are you doing, Carl? Do something helpful, will you?
Right, let's recalculate this. I trust that my estimate about the ship's weight isn't too far off. I hope this won't end like my last experiment.
Damaged by Embodi's dynamite and the water that's flowing in.
Now, this might work. At least there's some useful stuff
Good,
here.
the dynamite's in place. That should blow the whole wall.
What's this? Useless junk. This looks interesting. Perhaps I could... No, forget it.
What are you doing, Carl? Do something helpful, will you?
Right, let's recalculate this. I trust that my estimate about the ship isn't too far off. I hope this won't end like my last experiment. Now, this might work. At least there's some useful stuff here.
I shot 2 holes in the board, just for Carl.
What's this? Useless junk.
I got some of the things you asked for.
Very good. Danke, Amanda. Great! Now I have everything I need. Step back. I am going to cut through the mast now. Yes, we did it! Take that, you old wreck. You know, the ship is in very bad shape, but it will float. That's the good news.
Terrific. And how will that help us?
I think the tunnel over there could lead us out of the cave. If we could break down this wall, the water could wash us out there.
Oh, great choice. Either we blow ourselves up, or we're gonna drown in this wreck.
Relax, Eve. We can do this. Just remember, Jack needs us.
What else can we do?
Prepare yourselves then. I'll take care of the wall. Okay, get ready. It's gonna be a wild ride.
Umbati's Zeppelin is fine workmanship.
Carl, they just kidnapped Jack, and we don't stand a chance of catching up with them.
Correction, you have one chance. Remember my prototype.
Why would a crazy invention help us chase an airship?
It's not just any invention. This invention will change the world.
Wow, a horseless carriage!
The fastest ever built.
So let's get going.
Let's get going. Are you insane? In a few more minutes, the ship is going to sink and we'll be stuck here forever. I will get the ship out. I would never abandon a vessel.
Okay, so we'll take care of Jack. Driving the thing can't be hard, right?
I know how to drive, and I insist we take my luggage with us.
Your luggage? Sure. Eve, you're weird, but we must go.
Is this going to work? Perhaps women may be better at handling a car than men.
I can't loosen those blasted bombs. What do I do now? Wait a moment. What is that little thing over there? Yes, they're coming to help me.
Faster! We gotta catch him! Can't you step on it?
Hey, calm down, will you? You ought to be glad that I know how this thing works. Good thing my father already bought one of these with a chauffeur.
Ugh, what a piece of junk. It's got no future. A horse would be faster.
You can't drive, you can't reach the airship. Amanda, are you capable of doing anything useful right now?
Sure, it would be swell if I could fly. In case you hadn't noticed, city girl, they're in the air.
Then show me how you solve problems in Texas. I'm holding my breath.
No problem, sweetie. Watch and learn.
Oh, really? I'll let them know they're not the only ones with arms.
Yeah! Bullseye! They're going down!
Oh yeah, very well done. Even though you almost shot Jack.
Shut up, sweetie! I told you how we would do it, and look, it worked!
He could have died, but you did exactly what you wanted. Excellent.
will you please just shut up and step on the gas? We need to get closer.
Carl, are you there?
Copy.
Copy? What?
Never mind. I can read you loud and clear. What's making all that noise?
Carl, your car is loud and smelly and incredibly slow.
Loud and slow. Please tell me you've changed gear.
Changed what?
The transmission. You're driving in first gear and my engine is about to explode. Change into second gear. Please, I beg you.
Well done, Eve.
Oops, just a moment.
Yeah.
What's that noise?
We're slowing down. What have you done?
Me? Nothing, just like Carl said.
Are you doing everything a man tells you?
Hey, wait a second. What are you trying to say?
What were you up to with Jack at your place in Hamburg? Was it his idea or yours?
They're shooting at us, and you want to know exactly what Jack and I did in Hamburg?
Well, yeah, exactly. Just answer my darn question or I swear I will kick your butt.
They almost killed us. Don't you think this is getting a little too dangerous?
Come on, Eve. It was only a lucky shot. That's not gonna stop us, is it? This holds Eve's luggage in place. I'd best not touch it. She'd be furious if we lost it. On the other hand... The hood's locked. I need something to pry it open. I'm already sorry I touched it.
Hey ladies, what was that noise? Is something broken?
Looks like a connection between the two spinny things is missing. A belt or something. It's broken. Wow, that was close. I'm sure something's broken. Any ideas?
What am I? A repair manual? Carl, it's doing funny things again.
Wait, that sounds like... Did you just destroy the fan belt?
We're not destroying things. Your darn car's falling apart by itself.
Oh, God. You need to fix the fan belt. You need some kind of elastic material. Some of your hosiery would do.
I'm looking forward to this. You heard him, sweetie. We need some elastic. Pantyhose, stockings, or something like that?
Let me guess. You're not wearing any stockings, right? That's just not popular in hick fashion.
Oh, Miss City Slicker. Sounds like you're wearing some, so give him here.
If you think I would sacrifice my hot silk hosiery just to save your butt, you can think again.
It's Jack's butt we're trying to save, so be a good girl. We need to fix this stupid contraption.
All right, have it your way, but you're gonna have to help me, honey.
Oh, God.
Wow, you are really flexible. Huh? I can't attach the stockings when it's turning like that. Nice.
Yeah! What the heck's wrong? I can't steer anymore! Do you expect me to drive on 2 wheels? Carl, we've got a somewhat unusual question. So, how do you change a wheel?
A wheel? Please don't tell me you've wrecked the car.
Wrecked is such an ugly word. Let's just say the wheel needs adjusting.
But you're still driving? Okay, let me think. I hope it's not one of the front wheels, because they are connected to the engine and the steering.
It's a back wheel.
Oh, good. They're independent. All you need to do is... what? What's this? No, I don't want to listen to music now. I'm busy. Oh, bananas? How nice of you. But about the music, I'm asking you to...
Carl? Carl! Oh, great. We're on our own. Spare wheel in case we have a flat. Good thinking, Carl. Combine this with that. Yes, looks good. Nice.
No answer. What am I? A repair manual? What is that noise? I hope for your sake that my luggage is all right.
Stop talking. Watch the road. The wheel's gone, but the place where it came from isn't damaged. Maybe I can replace it. Hey!
Whoa! Heavens to Betsy, I'm driving on 2 wheels! Woo-hoo-hoo!
We changed a wheel at full speed. Eve, we're heroes. Yeah. I think I might injure him. I'm not sure I can hit the chain. Maybe I better let Jack get rid of it. Jack! I could shoot to break your chains, but that might be too risky!
Amanda, I couldn't quite hear you, but whatever you do, please don't shoot at me!
Good? So you want me to do it? Well, okay!
You're not doing it? Good! Very good!
Good? He says I'm a good shot. All right. I mustn't disappoint him. Eve, keep the car steady. This is going to be an awfully tricky shot. Something seems broken.
Oh, this is great. Just great. That's what I get for trusting someone just the once.
Jack, what is your damn problem? You didn't even really give me your hand.
Ah, so now it's my fault that you didn't make it.
Amanda, that looked rather clumsy.
What?
See? Eve noticed it too.
That's it, Jack. You definitely went too far this time. Now you can get us out of here by yourself.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Hey everyone, I need a picture of this.
Hey people, look! The elephant likes to eat in the shade. Like a person. Astounding!
That was wonderful, but I think that was my last picture. The film
A
is full.
sailor's trying to fix
What
a
a
car. A city girl is grumbling in the desert. Oh, if you need me, I'm taking a break.
I hate being here.
Wait, what is that noise? Ladies, the airship. It's almost touching the ground.
What the heck? They're going down.
They're crashing.
How ironic. As rich as Mbati is, he's as helpless as we are in the middle of nowhere. Money won't help him now.
Is there anything you don't hate?
Do you know how we can fix the car?
I'm really not an expert. I'm just glad that my father bought one of these things and I was able to practice a bit.
I can't say I quite understand how this thing works.
Have you asked Carl?
Oh, we must have lost something. My spidey sense...
There are so many
my
things that I like to do.
captain's sense
Sitting around
tells
in a
me
hot,
that
deserted
this
no
could be
man's land,
very
however,
useful
is
soon.
not one of them. Hey, Jack! That's my suitcase. What do you think you're doing?
It reminds me of back home.
I saw you'd brought a large suitcase.
Yes? What about it?
Have you got anything in that suitcase that might help us?
Forget it! The contents of a lady's suitcase is nobody's business but the lady's.
I'll be really careful with your stuff.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to let you rifle through my belongings. I've got some very private things in there.
Oh, come on!
Jack, do you really think Eve would let you rummage through her private things?
All right, you can look at my stuff.
Really? That's...
Under one condition, I get to remove a few things first.
Of course.
What are you trying to hide?
Well, Jack, I'm ready. Be careful with my things.
I think it's time to visit the United States. Maybe the best record in the suitcase. But Eve's taste... I've always wanted a record with German Oompa music. Wait, no I didn't. A red parasol. Looks Asian and is made out of paper. Not very sturdy.
Oh, in that case, I must by all means visit your home someday.
Carl, your car won't run anymore. Have you got an idea what could be wrong?
I need a little more information than that. Does it even still have wheels, including a steering wheel? Or did you finally manage to wreck it completely?
Hey, calm down. It's just that a lot of steam is coming out everywhere.
That's just great. The water tank is busted.
Is that a bad thing?
Could be worse. Take the spare can from the back of the car, and then,
Yes, and then?
Then you lift the car.
Lift the car? To refill the water?
Hey, you're driving around in my prototype. There was only room for the access under the car, so...
Under the car, and here, without tools in the desert? What do you suggest we do?
Have you still got the jack in the little bag at the back of the car?
No little bag and no jack but me.
In that case, I just can't help you. If you can't lift the car, you can't refill the water.
Great construction, you genius. If we starve now, or get devoured by wild beasts, it'll be all your fault.
Yeah, I guess so. If that's all for now.
A couple of termites must have nested in this tree.
The heat's getting to me.
Wow, that was loud. It echoes like we were in the mountains. This fig tree appears to be the home of
Your outfit
3
isn't right for
monkeys.
here.
They must like the fruit. The monkey seems to be drunk, too. And he's probably the boss of this little troop.
Honey, what you see here...
That looks nice, but I don't know what I'd use it for in the desert. A couple of termites
Maybe
must have
in
nested
Paris.
in this tree.
Here, they call it useless trash.
Wow, that was loud. It echoes like we were in the mountains.
Useless, fashionable trash.
He doesn't seem to be interested in this sort of music.
At least we've got some nice company. Elephants and monkeys.
Hey, Jack, look what those crazy monkeys are doing. They're dancing. How cute.
Looks like the elephant's very happy with the falling fruit. Oh, the elephant can't stand the horrible screeching of the monkeys. I certainly understand that.
Did you see one of the monkeys wearing goggles? It must have escaped from somewhere.
They're sticky, very sticky, and
I have a
smell
theory,
somewhat
but
fermented.
that would
Ugh,
mean that it's extremely
disgusting.
smart and has been trained to fly a balloon.
Come on, my large friend. Get the tasty
What
fruit.
kind of balloon?
Look, Jack! These elephants are amazing animals! And this one seems to like fruit. The kind that drops carnivorous plants.
A hole
And
in
you
a
wonder
tree.
why I don't want to be here.
Not uncommon. There's still tons of stuff in there. Unbelievable. There's still tons of stuff in there. Unbelievable.
I hate being here.
Well done, Jack. You're a genius.
Is there anything you don't hate?
There are so many things that I like to do. Sitting
the
around in a
single
hot,
parasol
deserted
looks
no
rather
man's land,
pitiful.
however, is not
Something's
one of
missing.
them.
It reminds me of back home.
A typical African palm tree. I like
Oh,
palms.
in that case,
no
I must by all
coconuts to be
means
seen.
visit your home someday.
Pity. Small world, Mr. Keane. Too small for the both of us, Mr. Palm. Oh my God, what have I done?
Oh, the heat's getting to me.
Your outfit isn't right for here.
Honey, what you see here is called couture.
Maybe in Paris. Here, they call it useless trash.
That thing is huge! Amazing! You died for a noble cause, Mr. Palm.
Hey, Jack, look what those crazy monkeys are doing. They're dancing. How cute.
Looks like the elephant's very happy with the falling fruit. Oh, the elephant can't stand the horrible screeching of the monkeys. I certainly understand that.
Useless, fashionable trash.
They're sticky, very sticky, and smell somewhat fermented. Ugh.
At least we've got some nice company. Elephants and monkeys.
Come on, my large friend. Get the, tasty fruit.
What's going on now? Jack! He's coming right at us! Oh dear.
Hey, what is that noise?
Wow! The weight of the elephant is lifting the car like it was a feather. Eve had no reason to worry. The animals are friendly.
Did you see one of the monkeys wearing goggles? It must have escaped from somewhere.
Hey, thanks for the help, my heavyweight friend. I'm ready. Amanda, perhaps you should drive now.
Are you joking?
That's a rhetorical question. Of course I'll drive.
Hey! Neither of you knows the first thing about driving.
Ha! If you could do it, then I can do it better.
Oh, are you two bickering again?
That's so typical.
Ha! You'll see how well I can handle it. It can't be all that difficult.
Better be careful.
Idiot! Keep searching for our equipment, and hurry!
The amulet! I thought I'd never see it again.
Some things will still be usable. Keep your eyes open.
Huh? No, nothing to see. Stupid patrol. Too hot to do anything but hang around.
Terry, you go on patrol. Watch out for wild animals.
Let's move along.
What? My clothes!
Sorry, my mistake. Those monkeys are annoying. I can hardly stand it. Let's move along. Oh no. How on earth are we going to break it to Carl that we wrecked his car?
I'm gonna talk to Carl.
Perhaps your ability to fascinate none too bright males will help you with that.
At least I can be charming.
Hey, my charms open many a door, sweetie.
Hello, this won't get us anywhere.
That's true, Jack. You should decide.
Of course, wise Jack in all his wisdom will make a wise decision.
I think that Carl trusts Amanda, so my money's on her.
Carl, we're really sorry about what happened to your prototype. On our way back, we had a little mishap.
Yes, all of a sudden there was this huge elephant and... Say, do you have insurance?
Insurance? For my prototype? Sure. Who wouldn't insure their inventions against elephant attacks?
Can we help you fix your car? Unless, of course, your strong hands and your cutting-edge mind decide to refuse any help?
No thanks. My hands and mind like to work alone.
All right. How are we going to get the amulet back from Umbati?
Right now, Jack, that's the least of our worries. The car's fuel is almost used up. We'll soon be stuck here.
We need the ship. We need it to haul away the treasure.
But the sailing ship won't take us further up the Nile.
Da rats.
Either you find 20 experienced oarsmen, or a different kind of engine so I can convert it.
Let's see what engine we can find. Yes, even more bananas. I'm really starting to get sick of them. Let's move along. Those monkeys are annoying. I can hardly stand it. Unbelievable. Could you come here for a moment? I think we'd better get out of here in a hurry.
Huh? What's that?
The amulet. I thought I'd never see it again. Strange. Shouldn't this be the moment where I fall unconscious?
Whatever.
Your subconscious is a very, very strange place, my friend.
How did I get here this time?
How would I know? I'm dead, remember?
I've got 3 pieces of the amulet now, but it doesn't look complete.
You still need one last piece.
Can you show me where it is?
I am not allowed to tell you.
You what? I got this far, fought against giant plants, almost got myself killed a dozen times. I even tamed some extremely crazy monkeys. And now you're not going to tell me?
Jack, back in our cell in Shanghai, I picked you because you were the only choice.
What a wise decision.
You don't understand. Ukumba, the treasure, must never fall into the wrong hands. I was the last person to protect Ukumba. But I had to leave Ukumba behind and set out on a dangerous journey that took me many years to find somebody who is worthy of this treasure. The person who can handle Ukumba must be good and pure and at peace with himself.
Sounds just like me.
You're not at peace with yourself. Do you remember your visions of the future? You were afraid you might end up with nothing. An aging adventurer with no success, no riches, no friends, and who never dared do anything. And you don't know how to change it.
Help me then! How can I change my future?
You change the future by changing the present.
You mean?
You know what I mean. You're afraid to grow up. When the prisoners in Shanghai wanted you to lead their escape, you ran away. When the workers in Hamburg wanted you to lead their union, you ran away.
And when Amanda wanted to go to Shanghai with me, I refused and pretended that it was too dangerous for her. While in reality, I just didn't want her to come too close to me.
Many people extend a hand to you.
I know, but I find it so hard to take. Why do I do that?
That is exactly what you need to find out, Jack. And if you can do that, you will know where to go and what to do, and then you will find Ukumba. Everything will fall into place. And speaking of falling into place, there is something I want to give you now.
What?
Jack, are you all right? All of a sudden, you just passed out.
I've got the next clue. We must go to that mountain, Kilimanjaro.
No, Jack, we must return to Carl. I used the radio thing, and Carl asked something about getting an airship engine.
Well, let's go then. Umbati's bound to come back here. Why does my head always hurt like crazy when I wake up?
Perhaps you should drink more water, Jack?
Huh. Let's see how Carl's would-be carriage handles the weight.
Wow! The thing is huge! I will use this to do things to the ship that no one has ever done to a ship before.
That's nice, Carl, but we must head for Kilimanjaro now, before Umbati gets back.
I think it won't take me long to rework the ship. In 6 steps, I'll move the drive to the port side, and then...
Yeah, fine. Perhaps we'll just grab the car and get a head start?
No problem. I'll follow you by water. That mountain is hard to miss.